GM, we are back again, live again. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I think the markets are doing what markets do, and that's what the beauty of being in this space. But man, only if there was a way to watch, predict, understand the degen out of me to say, hey, market go up or market go down or market go sideways. I'm excited to bring on my friend Simon, who's building the next ideation of how live streaming should be, the next wave of giving gamers, degens, anything that's in crypto that you are looking to get involved and be able to have a part of it, but not be committed full time. Melee is here and it's live. Simon, how are you today? How is it? How hot is it in that studio right now, man?
Jorge, your intros are the best, man. It's always so good to see you, brother. Thanks so much for inviting us today. It's a total pleasure always talking to you. Man, the studio is hot, burning hot today. Especially yesterday, too. We did a soft launch yesterday to iron all the wrinkles, all the last little details of Melee. And today is officially live. You're hearing it here first. And I'm so excited to talk to you about Melee and all the things that we're doing for the site.
Yeah, man. Look, when you showed me this, I was like very much all on board, right? I'm a degen at heart. I love finding ways to predict and say, hey, like, man, I've been playing off the grid this whole week. I've actually logged last week. I logged in 44 hours on off the grid. So don't tell my boss. Don't tell anybody like why I've missed calls, why I've missed like things. Just know that I've been working. And the whole beauty of it would have been great if somebody was just watching, my stream and saying, yeah, this guy's going to get killed like really fast. and let's put $10, let's put $20 towards it.
Yes.
But man, let's start with the basic first question, right? Before we even get into Melee, what's the game you grew up playing? And why, if Melee existed during that game, you would be successful?
Oh, man. I grew up, obviously, in Colombia, Latin America. And the first gift they give you down south, as you know, is a soccer ball. Like, if you're a male, female, cat, dog, lizard, whatever it is, it's a soccer ball. So I grew up playing FIFA, obviously. And I remember just having all my friends in there and having a blast. And honestly, this ties back, and I love that you asked me that question, because one really good thing about predicting and this idea of staking is that it brings socialization into a group of people, And I remember being with all my friends, and I was like, hey, if I score, if I win, I'll, you guys pay for the drinks or whatever, right? Something like that. And it's just part of the culture, part of socialization, part of having fun and being with friends. And 360 now, this is what Melee is all about. So what about you? But just hold on. You grew up in South America. I know what's up.
Hey man, I tell people all the time, FIFA paid for my college, like all my expenses. You know what I mean? Now that tournaments and all these things are very much more of a thing. Back then, the pay wasn't that great. Nowhere near the pay that it is today. Because I'm sure my mom would have let me play more video games when I was younger. But now kids are making 18 million or 15 million playing some of these games, and I'm just like, man, and now I'm past my prime, right? So now I'm here to do the next part of it, and that's what I could predict. I could predict if the player is good or not, or if they're gonna win, and I'm gonna be using Melee to do that. So hey, man, that's the next chapter. Give me like the 411 on Melee for those that are new here. Just listening to it. Like give us like the 5-year-old version of it. Like I got to explain this to my non-crypto friends, my crypto friends. I got to explain this to a lot of people today, right? Totally. How am I doing this at the dinner table?
Man, okay. So the first thing you will say is Melee is a live predictions platform. Picture Poly Markets meets Twitch. So you see live streams, right? Right now, we're in a generation and a stage in the world where live streaming is something that I have two kids. I see them watching streams more than watching TV. So it's literally streaming with the fan component. And this is where the 360 is all about, of actually staking on outputs, live outputs. So you're there, you're streaming, you're having a great time, and then you can stake on what's going to happen in the stream live. And that's the fun part of it. It's just more interactive, it's social, it's the whole shebang.
Yeah, and I guess like when you put it that way, it's really easy to kind of understand it. But are you able to kind of walk through what that user journey should look like, or what that user journey is for somebody coming onto the Melee platform for the first time, to be able to have the aha moment without reading the watch, the predict, the live, that aha moment to give them, oh yeah, like put this on over, almost run this thing 24/7 on every single Twitch stream, because this is the way to be able to get more interactive with that creator, with that streamer.
That's it. So actually, it's live now. So for everybody that's watching, you can go melee.com, melee with a 3, M3LEE.com. So you go, and the aha moment is literally, we optimize the experience to be a 2-minute experience on the aha moment. You come in, you see your live streams, and we've designed these thumbnails to be super exciting and appealing. So you go to Melee, you see these thumbnails, they're live, everything is live, remember. And so you decide which channel, we call them channel or room, you want to go. So the fun part about Melee is that we have games, we have trading, we have our original content. We have so many different streams, and what you go is you go into that channel, and then you see a stream. So you're already entertained, and as you're watching that stream, then the staking comes up, and it asks you a question. Part of the UI is like, will the person do X? And so it's binary. So it's yes or no, A or B, team A, team B. So you're watching let's say a FIFA game. Will USA, I know you're in USA, will USA versus Colombia, will USA win? And it's yes, no. And then so you're watching the stream, you're being entertained, and then you're actually predicting based on live outputs.
So the simplicity of Melee is going on melee.com, M3LEE.com, signing in with a Google account, simple as that, loading up a Phantom wallet, and then taking that and overlaying or connecting to the Twitch stream. How does that person able to do that?
Yeah, you got it. So what we've built in the background is the platform connects to any Twitch live stream. So we grab that from Twitch. It could be our own personal, so you will see that in the platform. It could be any other streamer. It could be a public stream. And then the platform grabs it, puts it in our front end, in our UI, in our website. And then it also takes Twitch's chat. So you can also chat. Remember, part of this is the socialization component of it. So you're there, you're watching it, any Twitch stream, including our own. And then what happens is we have a combination of two things, our own operators and a bit of AI. So what AI does is it creates binary questions for you to answer on the chat, and then it resolves the answers.
That's awesome, man. Because I was playing around with it, and I'm just like, man, like, how does it allow them to not have to be so junky in the sense of like connecting and then having to like use another app, but like web browser is just the way to go in a lot of things. And I think everything is going in that ways as we're simplifying more of the way that some of this production is done. When you put it that way, when you kind of make me understand it, where do you see the future of live streaming? Because to think this innovation right now at the stage of where we are is a no-brainer. But to think even further, you mentioned your kids just constantly only watching streams. They don't even like watch the TV anymore. And we are seeing that the newer generation is all about digital collectibles, right? They that's all they know about, right? And you see the new generation. But with that already in future, in the next aspect of it, combining the old school, hey, casino goers, hey, going into physical stores, and now transforming themselves into, hey, like using a lot of what cell phones between Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all these things have been innovating. But where do you see the future of live streaming and even maybe this like being on TV, right? Like being able to watch something on TV, football Sunday, like the predictions are already there. They're telling you go on DraftKings. They're telling you to do that. But Melee could even superpower some of these DraftKings, superpower some of these things just by an overlay.
Totally. It's right there. So I think the best way to understand the future is to go to the past a little bit, right? And if we go to the past, what we've seen personally is I worked at PokerStars, as you know, right? And I saw this audience where, poker is a game, right? And they started doing live tournaments. PokerStars introduced, one of the biggest things for them was their first kind of like $1 million tournament for poker. So people were like, okay, I can actually make money by playing this game. That's kind of cool, right? And that evolved into this whole wave of what we are calling mid-core players, So the poker players started drifting into like smartphones and apps, games on the apps. And then from there, it went into like what we're today. Like you're watching a stream, you're watching a game, and that generation now, if you ask my kid today, right? So I grew up in that generation of poker. My kid now is watching like Fortnite and Clash Royale streams and all this stuff. And if you ask them today, what do they want for Christmas? What do they want for their birthday? You're probably in this situation too, right? Even my daughter, I have a boy and a girl, as you know. They don't ask for clothes. They don't ask for like a toy. They ask for Roblox, V-Bucks, like Apple credits. Like, tell me, like, is it the same for you?
Dude, I'm fighting the same thing, man. Like I'm fighting this whole understanding these gift cards to them, and I've been actually, I don't know about if you're fighting this, the actual value of the gift card, because that's the next that they're still learning, and they're like, hey man, I think I need more than what you gave me, and I'm like, yeah, well that's all you're getting from me. So
man, so Jacob, our son, we gave him a gift card, same thing. Poof, in a day, like $50 gone, in just like a couple purchases of virtual items. So I feel you. So back to your question, like if we understand the past, this generation, our generation growing on video games, poker, all this stuff, then having kids and this generation growing, watching streaming and all of this, and only wanting virtual items, we can see where streaming is going, where it's going to be all about live content. It's going to be immediate. It's going to be fast paced. But the added component of actually being able to predict right there, interact with the stream, is where everything is going to go.
Totally. Man, the crazy part of me, right, the other day when you presented this, it's funny, like I got a notification from Target, and they were like, hey, if you spend $50, you're going to get $10 back, right? Naturally, I go load up the cart, the cart, and I put over $50 worth of it, and then I just leave the app, right? I didn't actually hit the buy button out of it, right? And I'm sure like that just is like such most common thing, because then you'll get an email of, hey, you left this in the cart. Hey, you left this in the cart. But imagine if Target was able to predict whether I did this or not, and then give me the kind of the power of like, hey, Target is predicting me, saying that I'm not going to hit the go checkout button, and if I do, they're going to give me an extra $5. I wonder, will that be the future, right? Because a lot of things that we're seeing is, hey, how do we entice the buyer? How do we make the buyer? But the problem is that the buyer will entice to actually that final button of hitting yes, checkout. Hey, in DraftKings and all this stuff, like all the things that you put together of like, what could be your possible scenario of your team? And then actually hitting, whether do I want to spend this money yet? Now, But imagine if the app was able to push you forward, bet on you, like do the reverse psychology. I do believe that like that is kind of where the future will go as well. And I think it starts here. It starts with
Mhm.
something first, put it in the user, but second, put it back on the maker of it and say, okay, like you think you're good at Counter Strike? Great. Like you think you'll win? And then the maker be like, based on your KDA, man, there's no shot you're winning any of these games in the next 2 years. So we are seeing that. I think we will see that even further evolve. Why is the timing so important right now for Melee to be launched today?
Hey, just to add to what you're saying, and this is a great question. With all this data, with AI, and I'm glad you touched on that. Is that we there's such an abundance of data that can be used to do exactly what you're saying, and not only do it to incentivize the user, but I think if we come at it from a place of like, lighten your day, have fun, socialize, things that are good towards. I'm not saying like, oh, let's do, not fluff it up, but like things that enhance the experience of your day. Like have fun, have a moment of socialization, etc. Why is it so important, Melee, today? I'll tell you a couple of things. So the first thing is I gotta give you the story of how Melee came to be, because I think it is super important and it plays with the ethos of crypto, and what we're all doing here. So obviously, as you know, we started with Mixmob. Mixmob is a studio, and we've developed the first card strategy racing game. So right now, you can actually download it on the app store, any app store on the web, and that game is super competitive. And the idea behind that game was to merge a bit of poker with Mario Kart kind of thing, right? So you actually race with the game, and whoever you put some stakes into whoever you're going to race. So let's say I challenge you. We put some crypto down. If I win, I win the crypto. So that was the story of the game, how it came to be. And then from there, the community was like, "Hey, it would be so great to watch other people playing and being able to stake on, your racer, whoever you think is best." And so we developed it for them, and we kept evolving it with the community to today. What you see today is that evolution from the community, from their feedback, from living, like building live in public. And it's such a good ethos, like that's why I love crypto. It has so many goods, positives, and also it has its challenges, but that's one thing that I love about crypto.
Yeah, the timing for me like is crucial because last 2 weeks, Twitch and YouTube have announced their botting issues that they're having, right?
So
And announcing that like a lot of these bigger streamers are botting like with tens of thousands of bots to be able to stay up top, right? And I think that like having a platform like this allows you to interact with the actual audience, but also be able to show you that there is a real audience. If
yeah,
they are able to, hey, 25 cents, a dollar, or interact and be able to showcase to us and say, oh, like the numbers are real. The numbers are not bogus. And I think like for me, timing is always of the essence, right? And I think it's like, man, talk about like how you guys have timed this. It's a big thing right now in the web in the live streaming world right now, the botting issue that's happening. And I think it's software like this. Like how can we be able to show you guys like, nah, man, like real user Simon and Jorge are actually watching and they're interacting. Where do you kind of like see that being a great solve to the current issues? And I think it's going to be an issue that we see going forward because we've seen it on Twitter, the botting issue, and Elon came in and wiped a lot of bots. But I don't know if Twitch or YouTube will have that ability. AI is definitely getting there and helping out. But with a Melee, what's the pitch here that you think would be able to say to the YouTube, to the Twitch, to the streamers, to those creators, like, hey, how do you make sure you are telling the true story to be able to help you?
100%. I saw. It's interesting you brought this up. I saw yesterday a stat. I think it was from the Economist. I forgot what it was, but like basically 50% of all internet traffic today is bots. So when you think about it, I think if anything, that's not gonna disappear. It's gonna go more and more, right? So the pitch here, and what's really cool about Melee is that you as a streamer and as a content creator can go stream on Melee, right? Partner with us, stream on Melee, have people interact with you, which means brings a new layer of entertainment for the audience and socialization, where 50%, and depends on the partnership, but we go, and after 50% of those staking moments, we give them back to the streamer. So what's really exciting is not only you're bringing your entertainment, you're bringing like real live viewers coming here, having a good time, socializing, but also you're actually amplifying your revenues and the content that you create.
Yeah, I, I think that's it, man. Is because like the streamers and those that are looking to capitalize, they also want to find how do you excite them, how do you reward them, and how do
Mm-hmm.
you get them to be part of the journey, right? And I think like yeah, man, you're hitting some of these issues that are have not been solved, and we've known these issues for quite some time. It's not like it's new. We haven't seen anything actually have the withstands to be able to say to them, hey, this is works. But I think like yeah, this is why Melee is here. It's like, hey, we have a different way. But even outside of streaming, Melee is a play that has so many different verticals that it could go down. And I think like yeah, you look at Polymarket. I mean, even having Melee overlay Polymarket would be hilarious, right?
Exactly.
And I think like you start looking at some of the stuff. I've seen some stuff in the Twitter space though of new innovation that's coming, and I think like crypto's all about this, is
Mm.
predicting and all this stuff. What if we overlaid it on Twitter, right? And it's like this tweet is going to do really good or this tweet's going to do really bad, and it's like yes or no, right? This InfoFi Kaido or something is gonna is the spend on it is not worth it. You know what I mean? Whatever, right? Like these are the things that like man, as a user, as a DJ, I would be like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You know, with what where Melee is, with what we've mentioned the game. What does the roadmap though for development of Melee look like? Where are we also? What else is innovating on Melee right now? You started off Twitch again, that's huge. But what's the next steps for Melee as well from a roadmap perspective?
Yeah. So the first thing, one of the biggest asks from the community and players that are using it is they want to see a leaderboard. They want to see a leaderboard of how much they support creators and things like that. So I think one of the key aspects of Melee is that it hits on the social component, that interactive component, but also on the flexing component. You, as humans, we want to flex, we want to show off, but we also want to prove that we're right, right? So if we're watching a stream, if you and I are playing, if you and I are watching FIFA or a soccer game, I want to prove that I'm right, you know? And I think it hits on that prime instinct of proving, right? So one of the main things is leaderboards. So we're going to bring leaderboards very quick. The other part of it, oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm just thinking, man, like you're telling me that we could have leaderboards, but then also know which KOLs actually make money and actually show me that, hey,
Exactly.
they just don't shill and they're actually trading. Because there's a lot of trading KOLs that never want to show that profit loss statement because yeah, they're down bad. But if we were having a leaderboard to show me who's actually right, man, woo.
Right? So that's the one of the most requested features. So leaderboards are coming. The other part is currently the way it works is it's really fun because you do what we call almost like snack staking, and what that means is that it's like zero point zero 0.01 of and it's a fixed stake. So you go in and it's just like these micro staking moments that it's mostly for fun. But then the next evolution of it, and one of the most requested features as well, is just to like, if you want to stake 10 Sol and prove that you're right, let them, like, you are allowed to do that. So that's one of the requests from the community. So it's going to be open staking.
You mentioned the roadmap. You mentioned about what Melee is and where Melee is. I love to screen share now and kind of like
Let's do
even
it.
walk a little bit of the Melee app. So here we go. We start right Melee. I loaded up 150 bucks in there just in case you get me going.
You're
You,
rich.
hey man, I borrowed it. I have to give it back, but I'll give it back because I know I could double it on a stream right now. But
Totally.
look, here it is. We go on Melee. These are the live events you mentioned: Valorant, Counter Strike.
If you go back,
Yep.
go to the left. So these ones are the ones that are coming like in a couple hours. We have streamers, operators. Shout out to everybody that is it's operating. If you keep going left on the arrow, yeah, exactly. So see, we have games, we have predictions. There's right now we launched this, so there's already what is like almost 30 people there staking, which is pretty fun, right? They're watching and they're like the fun part is like the site asks you, is Solana gonna go, beyond this price? And then you just say yes, no, and you can just leave it there. So this one we called almost like it's more a passive stake. But if you go out,
hold on. So these people right here to the left are predicting that it's going to go above 180.
correct,
On August 13 at 12. Is that right?
correct.
And then the people on the right say it's going to go below 180
You
on
got
August 13. Is there a way to know who this 17 people are? Because I would love to make sure they're at the bottom of the leaderboard.
So currently there isn't, but remember all these are on chain, so you can actually see all the transactions on the Solana Explorer.
Who are these fudders, man?
Right?
These guys should be banned. $180. Come on, man. We're in a bull market.
Exactly. What are they thinking, man? So that's that one. So we call that one, kind of like a passive view and passive streaming. Now we have people that come in, talk about Solana in that particular channel. Now, if you go to the Racer One, which is the game, one of our games, this one is, I love this one. I'll tell you why. This one, there's no operator. It's all AI and actually automation. So what happens here is like there's nobody, literally, Jorge, nobody operating this channel. Like it's all code and AI. So what happens is you have 1 minute to actually like place your stakes. The AIs are actually this is bots, AIs running against each other. There's no humans here, right? So you can see their stats right there. You can see the races that this AI has done, the wins, the streaks. You can see how many stakes people are placing on these bots, and so you make your call, right? And then 35 seconds. Then
hold on. So how do I press my boat here? So what do I hit?
Well, you have to sign in quick. You gotta sign in, but I don't think you have enough soul right now. That's the only challenge. I gotta give you soul, man.
It's 0.03 soul.
It's 0.01 soul.
Okay. Which is how much is that? Oh, I have to stake more.
Yeah, I gotta give you some soul.
Right, no.
You gotta ask Solana Gaming to give you some soul, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I thought I loaded enough money. I thought 150 bucks was enough, but I guess I'm poor. Too poor for this.
No, this is. I mean, you have 0.0049. You have like
150 bucks.
Oh wait, you have like a cent in this account.
Oh, maybe I loaded the wrong account. Oops.
I think you did. So, but check this out. So these are two AIs. Like they are just playing against each other. You don't know who's gonna win, right? They're everything that you see. Like I said, there's no humans operating this right now. So if you see the stakes, about 10 people already staked here, and we're just gonna see who wins. So in the meantime, what's really cool is you can flip through channels. So if you go to the R1 Mixed Mode Racer 1 where it says live, or like this, you can flip through channels. But actually, if you go back in, we made it very easy for you to just click on where it says R1 Mixed Mode Racer 1. You can flip through the channels that are live right there. Boom. Just go wherever you want, right? Whatever room. You can see how much you spent. You can see how much you've won. And if you scroll down, right now, we just soft launched this, so there's 11 people viewing this, and then you can actually sign into the chat. It's responsive, the site, so it's, you can do it on your mobile phone, sign in with Phantom Wallet on the browser, or we with your email, and then you can deposit some Sol there. And it's all non-custodial or semi-custodial, right? We create the wallet for you, can export it, and there you go.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of mad because like I think I would have won right now if I had bet. Man.
We gotta
What
ask
if?
we need to give you
What
some.
if? But let's go back. So I go back. We got other upcoming tournaments. Join the community, peer-to-peer tournaments. That's what you were mentioning before as well.
You got it exactly.
And this is all very easily to be able to get involved. Where do they go for the staking? Would they hit it here?
So right now, they go to this is all part of the Mixmob MXM ecosystem. So they go into the MXM. But if you want to bring more Sol to your account, you will go to the right,
Oh,
and then you
okay.
can see your account number, your wallet number, and you can just go deposit some Sol right there.
Awesome. Well, man, I might know what might cancel the rest of my calls, or might not. Just get my DGen fixing for the day.
That's the fun part, man. And by the way, it's like I said, on the phone, it's amazing. I'm like on the phone, signing on through my Phantom wallet. Super simple. I'm there watching, having a good time, and then I can stake.
Simon, what is the message right now that you would want to send to anybody that is a B2B or B2C? Like two different calls to actions. But man, like as I see where communities are struggling, games are not ready to develop or are developing and are still in their beta or alpha stage. This could bring back that excitement of that early rush of why I got involved. What's that messaging you want to send to those partnership people?
Totally. So the message for people that just want to watch and stake and have a good time is go to M3LEE.com right now. Watch the streams, watch the original content, support your streamers, have a good time there, socialize with the community. That's the first one. The message for the streamers is, if you're a streamer and you want to partner up and you want to have your own channel, that we will have a big push through our partnership with Solana Gaming and our own marketing initiatives. Contact me, DM me. We're in the stage where we're partnering with the top streamers right now, that not necessarily the ones that have like the most views or anything, but the ones that we believe fit our brand the best. And then if you are a project and you want to bring this level of interaction with your audience and your community, also ping me, because it definitely adds that socialization component. It adds that engagement and all of these things that we're talking about. Plus, through the partnership with Solana Gaming and all the partnerships that are coming in our pipeline, that's how we enhance and bring the community and everything up.
I did the right wallet now.
Okay. Oh, you have some. Okay, so you have some. There we go. Now you have some.
Now I'm no longer poor for any of those that are watching and saying, "Hey, man."
So okay, so check this out. So like I said, this is all right now automatic and AI driven, right? This particular channel. So what's happening here right now is the channel is trying to find two AIs to go and compete with each other. Right?
Well, while that channel loads, let me just go make sure that the 17 people that are wrong, can I stake more than 0.01 or
Yes.
can I be more?
So check this out. You confirm, right?
Okay.
So check this out. You just stake $1.70, right? So all on chain. This is all on chain. Check how fast it is, right? By the way, this was a big challenge. Like when we started, like about maybe 6 months ago, it would take like sometimes a minute, and we're like, fuck. But now through technology, like now look, it was like 3 or 4 seconds. Now you can stake again if you want, my friend.
So you just keep hitting the stake button.
Yeah, up to 10 times. We wanted to be, have some sort of limit there. But yeah, up to 10 times. So if you want to do it again and you want to say screw these bears, go for it.
Dude, I'll hit it 10 times like if I need to. Like but let me ask you this. So is the maximum gonna be 0.10? Is that what it is per
Per
round
stake.
kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So currently that's what it is. So like I said, it's like snack staking. It's just $1, like $1, $2, quick, boom, 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 up to 10 times. But in the near future, like the community is saying, like you see, you're like, hey, I want more. So we're gonna allow community and people certain streams to have that kind of freedom, right?
Hold on. I'm not at 10 yet, man. I'm almost there.
Right. But this one, will in the near future will make it easier. Click how many stakes, 10, boom. That's the next step for this one. But in the meantime, do you want to go to the Razer one and see where is it at? Okay, so check this out. So
Ooh.
now we're talking, right? So okay, so check the stats. So I would recommend if you go for the one that has a bit of a streak, although that doesn't sometimes, like it's
Dude. I see so this got a 2 streak, but only 6 wins. But this has 226 wins
you got it.
with 1879 races. Hey man, always bet the underdog.
Right. So look, there's people are staking. So to your point, like these are real people going there, staking, having a good time, and like I said, it's all man. It's all automated. Like there's no operator on this one, which I love.
Hold on, man. I'm only at 2 right now. Hold on. I gotta get I gotta put all. I gotta do 10 in 35 seconds right now. Hold on, man. There's no way that Sharp Mana, is it Mana? Yeah, Sharp Mana 74 is losing versus Candid Glade 75. There's no way. Look at the numbers, guys. 226 out of 1879 races. That's like a horrible win ratio versus this. Look at the win ratio on Sharp Mana. This is the one that Sharp Mana is going to bring me home right now.
So okay, so I'll tell you the way it works. So the way it works is you can see how many stakes there are. Okay, so the staking is closed.
Ah, damn.
So it's a 10 stakes versus 5, and you can see almost like the ratio, the pool ratio, right? So the pool ratio right now is 0.5, and on yours is 10, right? So we're talking about here like
Wait, whose stream are we watching right now? Like who is it right now?
So this is the AI.
Yeah. But who is that? Crypto Guild right now or the Mana? Do we know?
So right now you see at the top, this is Sharp Mana.
Okay. All right. Here, I don't know what's happening. They better kick it into the 4th gear or something. Bro, Sharp Man is getting me nervous right now.
Bro, what's happening here? Sharp Mana needs to like really get it going. So as I'm telling you about this, maybe I'll take a bit of time to tell you about Razer One. So what is really cool is these robots all have unique different powers, different abilities. So some are faster, some are slower, but some have, the ones that are slower have more endurance, damage hits, lower, things like that. So right now, the Sharp Mana is a Neko, which is really fast.
Oh, bro.
He passed it.
Bro. Sharp Mana.
Sharp Mana.
What are you doing? Like easy. You have it. You're in first place. Don't mess this up, man. Hold on. Dude, Sharp Mana.
It's getting all the camera switches, by the way, automatic. Right now, all automated. You won. Are you kidding me, man? You won.
Dude, I said this from the very beginning. Bet the underdog.
Okay, so it's loading. So you collected, let's say, okay, so you staked 0.04 Sol, and then you're receiving 0.4 Sol as well. So you basically double your stake, and it's just loading a bit of a second here, and you will see, yeah. So let's refresh that Sol and see how much you got.
I'm rich. I'm rich right now. I might be buying my Lamborghini right now. I don't know what color, but let me tell you something.
Hey, Jorge, just remember our friendship, man. Once you know.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Once that happens, I'm deleting my Twitter account. I don't know anybody. I'm
Well,
blind all of a sudden. Hey, who are you?
good thing I have your phone number.
Wow, man, that was so easy and so simple, man. And this is just such an easy overlay. I mean, it makes sense to just you don't have to like do the crazy rigmaroles of like loading up and all that stuff. I think like
Right.
it's
So let's
simple.
let's refresh your account. I mean, let's see if we can. Usually that
Well,
happens automatically, but you will be able to see. Um,
well, I think it's still loading, right? It's waiting for the next round to see.
yeah, but you should be able to see how much you spent versus how much you won. Uh,
I guess is it right here then?
yeah, exactly. But I think the challenge is the decimals. Might be the decimals, but look at that. You now have 0.818, my friend. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like I said, I'm rich. I mean, like, I'm. And the crazy part about it is that the 0.818 is going to increase once this thing
Oh
closes.
my God,
Like,
100%
I can't believe when is this? August 13th, which is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Do we know if that's Eastern time zone or PM? Like, it doesn't say.
It says right there. So Solana price on August 13, 12 p.m. Eastern time noon at the top on that little banner.
Oh, over here. Okay. So
Yeah,
tomorrow at 12 p.m. I need to put this on my calendar. Hold on, hold on. I'm putting this on my calendar to make sure that I tell the world how rich I am, and that you know, man, that was easy. All right. Well, Simon,
brother.
I know we're a little over time here, but appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you giving us the whole like roadmap, the development of it, where you guys are today, why we're using it. But before we get off, what's the plug? Because it's this whole week we're doing Melee. There's tournaments happening. We're all getting involved. The Discord's getting involved. I'm getting involved. Give us the alpha. Give us the lowdown. What do we want to make sure we don't miss?
Hey man, so this is Sol Week partnership with Solana Gaming. There's going to be the top Solana games streaming. People can go stake, support, like you just saw. There's 10K on the line prize pool for everybody that stakes, and you can actually participate in that by doing the following: staking and participating here. Also, going to our Discord. Go to our Discord. We have a SocialFi program that you can interact with the community, have a great time, and also go to Solana Gaming Discord. They also have, there's a prize pool there for people to create content, interact, engage with the community, and have a great time. So that is it, my friend. Just go there, go to Melee, watch, stake, have a great time, socialize, and then we'll see you there in the stakes, in the in the rooms.
Bro, I can't stop staking right now. That's all I know.
Hey,
I'm just clicking right now. I'm on my next one. Helix better bring me home. That's all I know, man. Simon, appreciate you.
brother.
Thank you for coming on as always. To
Hey,
the
it's
next
my
one.
pleasure, man. Thanks for having us, guys. Ciao.
Okay.
Bye.